Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always have control over their money, no matter how much they make, while others constantly feel like their wallets have holes in them? It's a frustrating feeling, right? Well, today we're breaking down the smart ways to save, spend, and manage your money wisely. Whether you're living paycheck to paycheck or you're trying to build serious wealth, these simple, practical habits can completely change the way you handle money and help you finally take back control of your financial life. So let's start with the big one. The real reason saving feels so hard. Most people don't save because they don't have a why. We're always told to save money, but save for what? A vague, distant future you can't even picture feels meaningless. The trick is to give your money a mission. Instead of saying, "I'll save when I can," try saying, "I'm saving $5,000 this year to buy peace of mind, a 3-month emergency fund." See the difference? When your goal has a real purpose, saving becomes emotional in a good way. A powerful strategy is to create savings buckets, one for emergencies, one for your dreams like a vacation or a down payment, and one for long-term freedom. Watching each of those buckets grow is incredibly motivating and makes you want to keep going. Next up, a principle that sounds simple but is a total game changer. Pay yourself first, both emotionally and financially. Think about it. When your salary hits your bank account, who do you pay first? Your landlord? The credit card company? Your phone bill? Most people save whatever is left over after they spend, and that's exactly why there's usually nothing left. Paying yourself first isn't about being greedy. It's an act of self-respect. It's telling your future self that you matter. The moment you get paid, before you do anything else, move 10 to 20% of it directly into your savings. Treat your savings like a non-negotiable bill, just like rent. The best way to do this? Automate it. Set up an automatic transfer. This takes the emotion and the daily decision-making out of the process, and that's how you win the long game. Now let's talk about guilt. You don't need to feel guilty every time you spend money. The goal of managing your money isn't to stop enjoying your life. It's to enjoy it without regret. So here's a crucial mindset shift. Money is a tool meant to be used, not just hoarded. The key is intentional spending. Before you buy something, especially if it's not an essential, just pause and ask yourself 2 simple questions. First, does this genuinely improve my life, or is it just a temporary boost for my mood? And second, will I still value this in a week or a month? This single habit has saved me hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. And it's helped me spend money on things that truly matter, like experiences with loved ones, learning new skills, improving my health, and buying back my time. If you need a simple framework to get started, look no further than the 50-30-20ths rule. It's one of the easiest ways to bring structure to your money management. Here's how it works. 50% of your after-tax income goes towards your needs. This is your rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, and transportation. 30% goes towards your wants. This is the fun stuff: dining out, hobbies, travel, and entertainment. And the final 20% goes directly into savings or investments. Now, this rule is flexible. The exact numbers might not be perfect for you, and that's okay. The real point isn't about hitting those percentages perfectly. It's about awareness. Once you start tracking where your money is actually going, you'll stop feeling broke, even if your income hasn't changed. A great challenge is to try tracking every single expense for just 30 days. You'll be amazed at what you discover. Awareness alone changes behavior. So, why do most of us overspend in the first place? It's rarely just about the numbers. It's almost always about emotions. We buy things to celebrate a win, to escape a bad day, or sometimes to impress people we don't even like that much. The entire marketing industry spends billions of dollars a year to make us feel like we're not good enough unless we buy something new. To combat this, you need to think rationally and separate your emotions from the transaction. Here's a super effective trick. Wait 24 hours before buying any non-essential item. That short delay is often all you need to expose impulse spending for what it is and save yourself from that dreaded buyer's remorse. And here's another pro tip. Go into your online shopping apps and delete your saved credit card information. Adding just a little bit of friction to your spending process gives your rational brain a chance to catch up. This leads us to one of the most powerful principles of wealth creation: learning to delay gratification. Honestly, every financially successful person I know has mastered this one skill. It's the ability to trade a small, short-term pleasure for a much larger long-term gain. When you resist spending money on every new trend or gadget, you're not being cheap, you're building power. You're making a statement that your future deserves better than a fleeting moment of satisfaction today. The truth is, real wealth isn't about having everything you want right now. It's about securing the freedom to have choices later on in life. And each time you successfully delay gratification, reward yourself mentally, not materially. Give yourself a pat on the back. Acknowledge that you just made a great decision for your future self. Here's a secret. You don't need superhuman discipline to be good with money. You just need smart systems. Relying on willpower alone will almost always fail, especially when you're tired or stressed. Instead, build systems that make good financial behavior the default. For example, automate your savings so the money is gone before you even see it. Use a completely separate bank account or even a different bank for your fun spending money. And set up automatic reminders for all your bill due dates so you never get hit with a late fee again. When you automate good behavior, you remove the opportunity for bad decisions to creep in. Think of these systems as your financial autopilot, guiding you to your goals without constant effort. One of the smartest mental shifts I ever made was to stop thinking, wow, that's expensive, and start asking, what percentage of my monthly income is this? A $200 purchase might seem huge to someone earning $2,000 a month. That's 10% of their income. But it's a much smaller decision for someone earning $10,000 a month. Thinking in percentages keeps your decisions rational and, most importantly, personal to your situation. This mindset also completely crushes the comparison game. You stop judging your spending based on what your friends or influencers are doing, and you start focusing only on what truly fits your own financial reality. And that brings me to redefining what it even means to be rich. Being rich isn't about flashy cars or a giant bank account, it's about having control. Financial peace is when you can make choices without being driven by panic. Ask yourself these questions. Can I handle a surprise $1,000 emergency without stressing out? Do I have the freedom to spend my time how I want? Do I sleep peacefully at night knowing my bills are covered? If you can answer yes to those, you are already wealthier than most people. The ultimate goal isn't necessarily millions in the bank. It's freedom in your mind. Ultimately, your financial life is just a reflection of your personal growth. As you become more disciplined, more patient, and more intentional in your daily life, your finances will naturally follow suit. There's a saying that money doesn't change people. It just reveals who they already are. When you learn to think rationally and clearly about your money, you also learn to think more clearly about your life, your goals, and your values. So take a moment and ask yourself, what does my current spending say about the person I am becoming? Remember, being good with money isn't about how much you earn. It's about how wisely you manage what you have. Start small, stay consistent, and I promise you will watch your financial confidence grow over time. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe for more simple, life-changing money tips, and share this with a friend who you think could use a financial reset. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep managing your money wisely.